Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Hidden and today I'm going to be showing you a few new doors I made in the 1.11 update with the new observer blocks. So the first door I made is a 3x3 door. We've all seen these. Opens and closes at a good speed, and the size is as you would expect. It's 2 blocks deep by 9 blocks tall and 7 blocks across, making a total of 126. The next door I made is a 3x4 door. It's not very well synced up, but that's what I had to compromise by making it 2 blocks deep. So yeah, the size of it is 2 blocks deep as said, 8 blocks tall and 14 blocks across, which makes a total of 224 blocks. So if you came here to see the 3x4 door, click the annotation around the door right now and it will be taken straight to that part of the video. But if you've come to see the 3x3 door, well, we'll get right ahead with the tutorial on that. Okay, so for the 3x3 door, you're going to need a few things. Obviously, you're going to need your redstone, your repeater, and your redstone torch. You're going to need a sticky piston. Also, you're going to need a lever. You're going to need a normal piston. You're going to need just building blocks. You're going to need, let's see, movable blocks. I'm going to be using birchwood planks. I'm going to put an input block as well, because we can. Once we've done the input, we'll grab an observer block. So what we do is we make a diagonal of 2 like that. We can get rid of that now. We can grab an observer block, plop it there. We're going to place a lever on this block here, give it a redstone dust, and we can get rid of the lever. Cool. Let's move those up. So on this one we're going to add another one to make a diagonal of 3. If you're a veteran of redstone doors, you should know this one so you can run ahead. So you're going to place 2 torches, like so, one facing up into this block and one on this back side. You're going to place a sticky piston facing towards this way, and one above it. You're then going to place 2 blocks here, build one down, add 2 sticky pistons facing up, and then put a block on top. And this is your starter, and your first retraction done. A very simple thing to do. Next you're going to build down 2. You're going to put 2 blocks here and 2 redstone dust. You're going to place a observer facing towards the piston, and you're going to add just a block there. So what this will do, when you press the lever off, we'll split that first one up, getting it ready to do the retractions. So what we do next is, facing this way we place a normal piston, and facing this way we place a sticky piston. And what's important is we need to split this block out once. We're going to put a observer facing upwards, put a block here, here and here, making a kind of backwards C shape. Going to put a dot of redstone there, and a repeater on 2 ticks. Next we're going to place 3 blocks across here, 1 repeater on 4 ticks of delay, 1 repeater on 2 ticks of delay, and 1 redstone dust coming out. Facing upwards we're going to have an observer and put a block on top of there, and that is the entire bottom of the door finished, like so. Pretty quick and simple to do. Next we are going to place a torch there and then a block on top. We're then going to put 1, 2, 3 sticky pistons facing up. You can give them some blocks. You're then going to put a dot of redstone there, build up 1 diagonal and then 1 diagonal to that, put 2 redstone on those. We're then going to build up 1 more, go across 2, put some redstone on there, and then go down 2 diagonals to there, and then like the same on that side, we're going to build up 1 there, give it some redstone, put 3 sticky pistons stacked up there, and 1, 2, 3 movable blocks there. Going to add a block on this side with a repeater facing that way, which will then go into a sticky piston facing downwards, pushing a block. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen, is the 3x3 door. Very quick, very simple, easy to do. Build it in your walls, put it in your bases, wherever you want to put it. So yes, there we are. Now let's move on to the 3x4 door. Okay, so now it's time for the 3x4 door. We're going to need some items for this. Again, we're going to get the redstone, the repeater, we're going to need a redstone torch. We're going to need just building blocks. We're going to need some half slabs. We're going to need an input block, obviously. We're going to need some movable blocks. and we're going to get a sticky piston and a lever. We will get the other items in a bit. So what we're going to start off with is a 4-long area of where our input is going to be. We can get rid of that block now. Goodbye. Next we're going to have a repeat block either side, with a repeater going out, going into a block, into another block, with 2 torches on the back sides of them, like so. Up again, there, and there. Oh, sorry, there. So we have these kind of 4 diagonals on either side with 3 torches on them. Also forgot to mention we need to add 2 torches there. What we're going to do quickly is we're going to flip this lever so it is on. So we're going to pull or put 4 pistons down across like that. We're just going to build the door frame quickly. So it's 2 there and then 4 across the top. We're going to put a sticky piston there and there. Build across 2 and place 2 sticky pistons like that. Do the same for the other side, like so, and then finally on top have 4 sticky pistons in a row, all facing down to push these blocks into place. Cool. So now we're going to put a block on top, block, torch there, a block on top of that, and a diagonal on the side of that. So again, block, torch, on the side. We're going to put a block here and a movable block there, half slab here with a redstone dust there, and we're also going to put a redstone dust here, and facing down we're going to have a sticky piston. Again, same on the other side, block here, movable block there, half slab, redstone dust, and a sticky piston facing down. This is going to be, actually no, it's not going to be our first extension, sorry, couldn't think of the word. We're going to put a block here, build across 2, at a diagonal to that. We're going to put a redstone dust here, and I believe a 3-tick repeater there. I believe so, if not we can come back and change it. So let's give it a first whirl. Let's flip the lever, like so. Ah, see what I did here, forgot to place a redstone. Silly me. No, it is 4-tick on there. Again, silly me. So let's put those back. Just to show this is going to be the first extension and the first retraction, which is good and grand. So what we're going to do up here, we're going to place a torch here. We're then going to place 2 blocks with 2 repeaters facing that way. This will go into the block. We're going to place a block here and then 2 here, both with redstone dust on them. Same on the other side, 2 redstone dust. Block up 2 blocks here, redstone repeaters facing into that block, and a torch there. We can just replace that to pull it back up. What we're also going to do now is get the observer. It's observer time. So we're going to build across 2 to have this observer facing down. Now I found something interesting that's really handy for double extensions. If we have 2 observer blocks on top of each other, on top of the pistons, we place a block there. I can build across to just show you very, very quickly. If we have 2 pistons like that, and then 2, if I don't fall out of the world, if you have 2 observer blocks there, and we have a block here with a redstone dust, and a button on there, let me get rid of that. If we put a block on the front, if we push the button now, it is a very quick double extension. So you see, spits it out, pulls it back, just like that. Very quick, very easy, small double extender. So that's what we're going to be utilising for our door. So we're going to put a redstone dust here. Oops, sorry. We're going to have a observer facing upwards, and then a 1 redstone repeater tick going into there. And by here we're going to have 2 blocks, 1 repeater facing that way on 4 ticks, a redstone dust, and a torch facing there. And then we're going to have 1, 2, 3 facing up. We can replace these. We're going to do the same on the other side. Repeater facing that way on 4 ticks of delay, redstone dust, torch, build up 1, 2, 3, 4 observer blocks, put a block there, redstone repeater on 1 tick, redstone dust, 2 observer blocks, and then we need to have a block there as well. And then finally we're going to have an observer block here and a redstone dust on top. If we just quickly replace that, there we go. If I just give it the once over quick check, just to make sure everything is in place, that should be the closer. And there is the opening. Perfectly done. So there we are, a 3x3 and a 3x4 door, all using the observer blocks from the 1.11 update. So, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please hit it up with a like. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your dog, tell them about the videos. They mean the world to me. Thank you ever so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.